Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Skill Building Sunday with me, Jason Leeser, here on the Reinventing the Tattoo Network. And welcome to Guy Aitchison's Reinventing the Tattoo community, where tattooers, apprentices, collectors, and the curious are encouraged to join in these live streams, real world events, to share and inspire and ultimately create better art and tattoos together. We beam out nearly every day, and with your help, have evolved into a quality network of amazing live and on demand tattoo and art shows that have all been receiving rave reviews. You can find us on both the app stores, the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Maybe you're beaming in from YouTube or Facebook, or maybe you're catching the replays on the Roku channel, reinventingthetattoo.com/Roku. Or maybe you're listening to the podcast in all the usual places. But you can always get the latest event schedule and all of the updates, as well as notifications for the upcoming shows that you love, all at reinventingthetattoo.com, which links out to everywhere. We have a number of staple shows that we always encourage people to tune into, starting today on Sunday at 1 p.m. with me, Jason Leeser, for the Skill Building Sunday Drawing Group. This is followed on Mondays at 9 a.m. with Drawing for Tattooers with James Wisdom, where we go through and discuss basic drawing techniques and strategies, really start to break things down into, the real formulas behind how to draw different things. That's followed on Mondays at 11 a.m. with the Tattoo Weekly, hosted by Lauren Gregory, Jake Meeks, and Gabe Ripley. Mondays at 9 p.m., we have a subscribers exclusive drawing group with Guy Aitchison himself that is only available to people that subscribe for the course of Reinventing the Tattoo or get a subscription for the year to the Canon. So it's one of the added benefits. If you already have that, take advantage of the Monday night classes. I'm telling you right now, it was one of the best things I ever did. You can see a marked increase in ability and skill level from a year ago to today. And it's really, really awesome. Very helpful. And if you're paying for it anyway, why not? Right? Tuesdays at 10 a.m., we have another live drawing group, the Tuesday Feels Drawing Group at 10 a.m. with Ricardo Sturdivant, a very good friend of mine, extremely talented artist, and one hell of a tattooer as well. We go through and discuss life and philosophies, look at different perspectives and views on things. We start to break things down. You can watch us work on different works of art live, and that's all Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Wednesdays at noon, we have the Tattoo Now show with Gabe Ripley, where we take a look at a little bit more of the behind the scenes business aspect behind being a tattoo artist. And that's all followed on Thursdays at 6 p.m. with the Tattoo Collecting Podcast, hosted by Fawn Baker and Jordan Ruckus. We have a number of special upcoming events and some live convention coverage that we wanted to key you into. June 10th through 12th, we have the Ink Mania Tattoo Convention with Phil Holt and Stefano, who will both be in person. Guy will be beaming in as well. And Frank Lenatra and a few others will be doing amazing seminars. Oh, wait, that's this weekend. Yay. We'll have a Reinventing the Tattoo booth and cameras. We may actually get someone beaming in a little bit that's going to be doing some live convention coverage for us. So stay tuned for that. July 29th through 31st, we have the Rubber City Tattoo Invitational in Akron, Ohio with Tony Urbanek. That's looking like it's going to be an absolutely unbelievable show as well. In August, we will be at Hell City in Phoenix, Arizona. And at the end of October, I believe we will be attending the Richmond Tattoo Arts Convention. Would like to go through and take a quick minute to say thank you to a couple of our sponsors and the people that make this happen. Starting off with Raw Pigments, an ink company that's tapping into the source, rawpigments.co. They are all organic, vegan friendly, acrylic free, which is very important, because we don't want to be tattooing people with acrylic paint. They are absolutely incredible. They saturate the skin super easy, and they're gray washes. Mwah, beautiful. I've started to incorporate them into my own lineup of pigments and what I use day to day with incredible results. So definitely take a look at rawpigments.co. Next, we have worldtattooevents.com, the largest, most comprehensive resource for tattoo events worldwide. They've got constant updating as conventions are still getting rescheduled like crazy. So if you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest of events, take a look at worldtattooevents.com. Next, we have Dlyze Pro, also known as Dermalize in the rest of the world. Protect your art. If you're still using cling wrap to wrap your clients up after they're done getting tattooed, maybe it's time to step your game up a little bit. Take a look, do a search for them. There's tons of videos on YouTube of tattooers using it and talking about it. It was designed by wound care specialists. Take a look and yeah, step your game up. And of course, we have Tattoo Now, technology for tattooers, the leading edge in SEO and professional development for tattooers of all levels, and they're now accepting new clients. So if you want to be on the cutting edge and really start to push the limits of your clientele base and really start to attract those people that you want to tattoo, reach out to Tattoo Now and get the ball rolling. And of course, this would not be reinventing the tattoo without a very deep thank you personally and professionally to the founder and inspiration behind Reinventing the Tattoo, Guy Aitchison. You can find it guyaitchison.com, where you can pick up a copy of his Biomech Encyclopedia, some of his DVDs. He's got some custom coil machines, some original paintings for sale as well. Cannot thank you enough personally for all that you have done for myself and my career, and just putting this knowledge out there. I really can't thank you enough. Also wanted to go through and give a quick shout out to two of our affiliates, the Apprenticeship Diaries with Amy Nichols. If you're just getting into tattooing or you really want to know what it takes to get into tattooing, take a look at the Apprenticeship Diaries. It will walk you through what to look for in a good apprenticeship. It will walk you through what a good apprenticeship should be. It will walk you through what to expect in a good apprenticeship and what to be careful about and some of the warning signs about not so good apprenticeships. So definitely take a look at the Apprenticeship Diaries with Amy Nichols. And as well, big thank you and big shout out to Jake Meeks over at the Fireside Tattoo Network. Fireside has been providing quality tattoo educational content for quite some time. If you are already a tattoo artist and you're trying to go through and you want to get some more information on how some of these great artists really do what they do, take a look at the Fireside Tattoo Network. They're absolutely incredible, and it is filled with a wealth of knowledge. So definitely thank you to that. And while I have everyone here, I would like to go through and take a quick second to thank a couple of people that I've recently met up at the Deadly Tattoo Convention at the Grey Eagle Casino and Resort up in Calgary, Canada. Big thank you to James Tex, Karen Tex, Anthony Tex, Ali Tex, Chris Dunn, all the guys over at Deadly Tattoos and all the people that made that show happen. I cannot thank you enough. It was one of the most inspirational and motivating conventions I've ever been to. It was, in my opinion, the apex of illustrative tattooing. And I know those guys will probably say like, oh yeah, there's better stuff coming out of Europe or Australia. Well, that may be, but to me, it was the apex of illustrative tattooing that I've ever personally been able to witness. Watching 3-day collaborations, 2-day collaborations, full back pieces being done. It was absolutely motivational and incredible, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Special big thank you to Chris Dunn over at Deadly for tattooing me on Saturday. Really appreciate it. If you want to go through and watch the interview I did with Chris, I believe that was last October or November, feel free to take a look at some of the videos in the YouTube channel. I'm sure you can find it there. It's a great interview. And we really start to dive into, what some of his background is. Take a look, let us know. As always, we ask that you please post positive reviews on the channel, help us get the word out, tell some of your friends and colleagues, about this show. And if anyone out there wishes to participate today, by all means, hit me up, leave a comment or anything like that. And yeah, I'll be happy to send you the Zoom link so that you can join us live. So without a further ado, let's get the show started. And I'm actually going to switch my camera. There we go. Is that you, Kyle?
Yeah.
Kyle.
What's up? How are you,
Hey,
Jason?
what's going on, man?
Nothing much. How about you?
Not too much, man. Not too much. I'm finally back from Canada, which is incredible, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, tell me about that. How was it?
Oh, dude, it was. I mean, I've got some stuff that I could share real quick.
Yeah, please do.
I've already got it queued up. So anyone out there that may follow James Tex or the ever elusive Steve Moore will probably have seen some of these posts that these guys have done. The video I'm about to show took place over 2 or 3 days. Took place over 3 days. And it was 2 artists working on the same person for 3 days in a row. And we're talking 3 full 8-hour days. It was absolutely incredible. Highly recommend it. Oh, Kyle, what's up, man? Kyle on the YouTube says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you as well.
Hey,
Nunya Business says pool party at my house during Hell City. I believe that's the one in Phoenix. So we may take you up on that. So I'm going to go through and let me share this real quick. This is I don't know what that means, but cool. So this is a quick video I got of the final result of that 3-day long collaboration between James Tex and Steve Moore.
whoa.
Yeah. I mean, look at the color palette.
Yeah.
Right? The color palette alone, and I did pause the video. It is a full video. And this is just one thigh. He got both thighs tattooed over 3 days. But I mean, just that color palette alone and the choice of colors there is going to be absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's going to hold up really well.
And here's the other side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's rewind that a bit and just take a look. I mean, just looking at the light source and how dynamic the light source is, looking at, once again, the color palette and the color choices being used, it's absolutely a masterwork of tattooing.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that bright pink next to that like greenish yellow, that like electric yellow, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was funny at one point in time, I remember them actually taking little ink caps filled with pigment and putting a little bit of like Vaseline at the bottom of them and sticking them right to his leg to make it easier for them to work. And I was like, I was surprised that they didn't have like the full color palette set up on the guy's stomach or something.
Right.
But that was one of many incredible tattoos that were done that weekend. Let me see if I can pull up. I got some good action shots. This is let's see. So this is a freehand chrysanthemum full sleeve that was started on Sunday by Phibbs. Phibbs has gotten to the point where he just pretty much draws on everything. And you can see different stages. So he'll start out with like a red or an orange, and then he'll start blocking it in, and then he'll take a surgical marker and go through with his purple to really go through and get some of those dynamic kind of to make sure that the flow is correct, and then to go through and just refine everything as he goes. Let's see what else. So here is another really good photo that I took of well, that one's a little blurry. Let's see if I can go to the next one. So these are just some of the convention photos that that I was able to snag. Here's Jay Marceau working on a dual freehand leg sleeve that was a 2-day collaboration. And let me see if I've got some better shots of the leg sleeve. Let's see. So you can see how everything was just kind of drawn on and sketched on, and then they went to town outlining everything.
Right.
This photo was taken on Friday. And you can see it goes all the way from ankle to the top of the butt on both legs. This tattoo actually ended up taking home a trophy for Best of Show.
Nice.
And I didn't get any good photos of the final product, but it was absolutely incredible. If you follow Phibbs on Instagram, I know he posted up some great photos of it. This was another really inspirational photo. This is Damian Robertson, one of my all-time heroes of tattooing, and just in general as a human being. I mean, super, super honorable dude. Was in the military for a long time, ended up hurting his back while saving people's lives in a train wreck. Absolutely motivational story. And he does some of the most sick large scale work I think I've seen. This is him working on the back of someone's head. And I think he knocked out the whole tattoo in 2 hours flat.
Nice.
In full color. And I mean, it's flawless. It's a flawless tattoo. And that's part of the reason why I like going to these shows is I like to go and watch people work and find out how efficient they are. Right. What are they doing to be able to move at that pace so that they are that efficient at what they're doing and can execute a tattoo start to finish that's that size, if not bigger, in the most efficient way possible, right? Because time is money, as everyone pretty much knows. Time is money. So you want to waste as little of it as possible. And well, at least if I'm a client, I would want my artist to waste as little time as possible. Coming from the artist perspective, if you want me to sit down and just like doodle on you for a few hours, I'll do it, but you're paying for that time. So you might as well get your money's worth out of it. It's the way I like to look at things.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, that's fine. If you've got money like that to burn, that's cool. I don't though. But it's like, how can you be more efficient? That's why I love traveling, especially to places like Canada. I swear there's something in the water up there where every artist I have ever met is like lightning quick. I mean, 2 days with 2 artists, and they covered someone from the top of their butt to their ankles.
Yeah, that's insane.
Granted, yes, it was only the back of the legs, but still that much area in 2 days flat. In fact, let me see if I can pull up the finished photo on Instagram. Should have done that before I got started today. Sorry about that, guys. So just to give
Holy
everyone
shit.
an idea of how it turned out, once again, all of this was done over 2 days.
That's insane.
It was a total
Wow.
of 15 hours. $15 hours flat. And that color is in there. It is solid.
Oh yeah, that looks super packed.
You know, it's dark where it needs to be dark. It's light where it needs to be light. There's just a little bit of gray wash whip shade in there. But I mean, it is an absolutely phenomenal tattoo. Very, very expertly executed, you know, very well done. And there's a reason why it took home best of show. Although I
Yeah.
personally think the dual 3-day thigh piece would have been, in my opinion, that was absolutely phenomenal. Then again, I think the tattoo I got done on Saturday was phenomenal as well. So it's not finished yet. I have one more session to go, but it is what it is. There's only so much people can take of getting tattooed on their stomach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a certain point where you got to tap out.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't tap out. I was willing to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you know, having worked at shows before, I always want to make sure that whoever is working on me gets a chance to get up and walk around.
Right.
So like I booked the whole day out with them, but I knew if I tried to really push myself beyond where I was, I knew it was not going to go well. So I didn't want to push myself too hard with that, you know, so that I could still heal up in a fairly quick time,
Right.
you know, and really, you know, just maximized it for everyone. And it's like, if I have to take another trip up there, oh darn, what a shame.
Yeah, it just gives you an excuse to go back.
Exactly. Which I am all about. Only I'd like to take a little bit longer. I'd like that up there for a week and a half.
Right.
Head up to Calgary, get the rest of my stomach finished, then fly out to British Columbia, and go and meet up with a couple of friends that I made while I was in Calgary. And I'd like to head out there and, you know, just do a couple of studio tours. So yeah, if
awesome.
anyone wants to get in on that and do a couple of studio visits with me, I got to meet John Clue while I was up there. That was amazing. Started talking to him about some things and picking his brain about a few things. And he saw my leg while I was there and he's like, oh, no way. I thought I was going to be the only one here with a guy tattoo. And it turns out that there was a guy getting tattooed on Saturday all day that had his whole back done by a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, sorry, dude, but you're not the only one. Looks like we have Lauren that just jumped in. I know she's going to be coming at us with some live convention coverage. There she is.
Yeah, I was there yesterday.
No, we got a lot of background noise.
Okay, so I'm going to walk around a little bit because my forward-facing camera sucks.
Oh, yeah.
Just 1 second.
Yep.
They're over at the Indie Tattoo Expo.
Over at Ink Mania, right?
Indie.
The Indie Tattoo Expo.
I was there yesterday hanging out with them.
How was it?
It was great. I didn't get much of a chance to walk around and look at everything, but you know, I met a lot of great people. There was a lot of great work that was being done there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I even went up to put in my arm sleeve for like best sleeve or whatever. And there was so much great work up there. Oh my gosh.
See, that's the thing. When you go to these shows, you're going to be surrounded by absolutely incredible artwork.
Yeah.
and like huge pieces too. I actually had a friend of mine a few years back. They dragged me out to a tattoo convention, paid for my hotel room and transportation and all of that, just so that I could help coach them as to what shows, like what categories to enter. They both had full body suits done by the same artist, and they were gorgeous bodysuits. But they were like, I don't know, should I enter full back or extra large color? You know, should I enter my arm and sleeve or, you know, large color? Or should I enter this individual piece in this category? And I was like, all right, here's what we're going to want to do. And I sat down and strategized with them on how they could go through and enter these contests and walk home with a couple of decent trophies.
You guys want me to
Looking at some of the, oh, Lauren, you're back.
I'm back. Do you guys want me to walk around or?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got Jay here with me, the man.
Hey, Jay.
Fawn
Not that he
here.
can hear me. Hey, Fawn.
They say hi. All right, so we're in Indianapolis. Today's Sunday. It's pouring down rain outside, so I've also got the Intimate Discipline Films. The mood is great. So if there's anything you guys want me to stop by and see, Kyle, you've seen all this. Just let me know. Probably.
Lauren, is there any way you can rotate the camera so that we get the wide angle shot?
You wouldn't. Yes, I can do that. One second.
I have to be difficult. I'm sorry.
It's worth the extra time.
Yeah, well, I find that when it's a little bit bigger and a little bit easier to view, I can be like, oh, there's so-and-so. Stop by, say hi to them.
Yeah.
You know, but that's once again, just me.
Yeah. You were talking about a lot of large pieces and works that get shown off. Yesterday when I went up, I was actually standing up there next to Jay, and I was like, yeah, my biomech doesn't look as good, but you know, it's all we're all here for fun.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yeah.
You got to go there and appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it was beautiful to see all that in person though. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Just like his entire arms, torso, legs started going too.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, is that better?
Oh, much better. Thank you, Lauren.
All right. Have you guys ever seen fruit at a show?
No, but that's awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of fruit baskets and whatnot being set up.
Really?
Yeah.
That's different.
The vibe is right out here. These guys from Evil Genius.
Nice.
How's it going? Give our fans a wave.
I don't know. Your mama killed me.
Very nice. Very nice.
Everybody's laughing right now. Everybody everywhere. What's up, Incan? All right, so I want to show you guys these. My buddy Jeremy snagged one this weekend.
Very nice.
By this guy right here. Get out of that. Okay. I know I want to go see Doc and Dana down here because they're some of my favorite collectors out there. If you guys are watching and are familiar with them. This is a little token I got from Dana that I carry with me often. Andy, say hi. This is Andy, as we all know, from Electrum. Got their pigments out.
Very nice.
Beautiful display as well. Jeremy Brown. Rob Sneed.
Oh, Jeremy.
Jason's live
Tell
right
Jeremy. Tell Jeremy I can't wait to see him at Resurrection Island.
now. Jason can't wait to see you. Oh, you can hear him. Right on. He said he can't wait to see you. And
Yeah, I'm
guys,
actually.
friend Jitsy, an amazing
Yeah, background noise can be a little tricky sometimes, guys.
Yeah, I know they were saying the Wi-Fi down there is not the best as well.
Yeah, it's such a shame too. I'd love to start getting something together where we start doing like live convention coverage with multi-camera shoots.
Mhm.
I already started to like plot it out with Lauren, um, which it would take a little bit of investment, but having a couple people walking around with digital SLRs or, whatever, nice cameras that can do nice, clean output HD video.
Yeah.
And then having that wirelessly transmitted back to one centralized place to broadcast out of.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
We could run it basically like a news network and be like, okay, let's go take a look at Lauren over at the judging area.
Right, right.
You never know what you're gonna find.
Nice. Now, Lauren, how big is the show?
It's multiple rooms. We'll find out after we go through. How are you? Good. Can't.
Snowbirds.
See, the booth displays are beautiful. And you guys want to give a wave? We're live. This is the infamous Gideon. And how are you? Good to see you again today. This is my favorite booth already in the show.
That's awesome.
Bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, Zeiss Studios. I actually know a guy that owns 2 Milton Zeiss Bakelite machines.
Really?
Yeah, like full frame Bakelite machines, of which there were only supposed to have been 3 ever made.
And he has one of them? Holy shit.
He owns 2. He owns 2. One is supposed to be at the Paul Rogers Tattoo Museum in San Francisco. And there were supposed to have been a couple of others that were around. But I'm not sure what ended up happening to them. But yeah.
All right, so Ink Therapy, they put this show on with Chris Taylor, as some of you guys know. So this is one of their booths of many. They have a few different spots. So if you guys recognize anyone, just let me know and I'll stop and say hi. Chris Ford.
Yeah. Those prints are awesome.
Yeah, they are. So you just got a series. So if you guys like this art, this is Chris Ford, which I followed for a long time.
Very
Chris with
nice.
Yeah, Chris Ford 87.
Okay.
So yeah, this is one of the middle rows. There's 3 rows here, and then there's also separate rooms. The layout is similar to like a house city, but smaller.
Okay. Now, how do you find the navigation for the different rooms? Like, did it take you a while to figure out that there was another room? Is there signage up for that?
There is signage, and it wasn't very difficult because they have, like, your journey to the other room was well coordinated.
Okay.
I know, this is awesome, you guys. Have you seen this before? That's a Super Nintendo.
60. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is Super Nintendo. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And let's see, these guys are Southside Tattoo Company.
Very nice.
Yeah, they're thinking ahead. FYP's here. Guys, everybody's working too, but like I said, there's fruit and veggies out. Incredible, right? Matt
That's
Jack.
awesome. Yeah, it beats the random buckets of candy that's everywhere. I'll say hi to Matt Jackson.
Oh, those are still there. Don't worry.
All right, he's tattooing, but Matt Jackson, your fans say hello. Jason Leeser says hello right now. He's doing good. Yeah, he's working on a pretty intense piece over here.
Yeah, Matt Jackson is also part of the Reinventing the Tattoo group.
Oh, Jason from Reinventing. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're live right now.
Go, Jason.
Oh, it's going. Right on, man. So if you guys aren't following, yeah, if you guys aren't following, like I said, that's Matt Jackson. I'll drop that QR code right here from the Reinventing family.
Yeah, let's see if I recognize anyone else. Ah, so many amazing artists.
It's okay, don't worry. Jamie and Pete Carino are over here.
And there's Jeremy Brown again.
Jeremy's everywhere.
He is. I swear there's more than one of him.
If you guys know Jamie and Pete, they're over here. Hi. Everybody's working. And if I'm not mistaken, Pete did Best of Show last year. So you guys are looking at the reigning champion over there with a beautiful con artist fan, Pete Carino, and his lovely other hat. But booth space is nice here. I mean, everybody has enough space to see. We've got one more hall. The guys from Resurrection Island are down there by the True Foods booth. Nikki Harris and Sean. He's the man right here. So some of these spaces we got to see in Chicago. And of course, I'm going to go say hey to Antoine. What's up, Antoine? To the fans.
What's up, guys? Live from
What's up,
Indiana.
Antoine?
Jason says, what's up?
What's going on, Jason?
I met Antoine in Philly.
Yeah, he was in Philly. All right, we're going to show off something that I like that Antoine did. So Antoine made these shirts for us like 3 weeks ago.
That's awesome.
I think there's some more actually.
I like that. That's awesome.
And we've got Josh over here. Josh, say hi to your fans.
What?
Say hi to the fans.
Doing?
Josh has been
Hey, Josh.
working. They say, hey, what's up? He's been working all weekend with some clean tattooing.
I don't want it. Started there.
Hey, Havoc, you are live. What's up?
Hey.
Say hi to Havoc.
Hey, hey.
That's his good side.
Could be.
Yeah, over at Wicked Fast, man. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's got a nice little setup. So yeah, if you guys.
Yeah, Wicked Fast is some absolutely incredible aftercare. I use it on mine every
Guys,
time I get tattooed.
Right here. Say hey. Whoa. He's been getting a lot of work done this weekend. That's definitely one of the coolest guys here. But I might have to dip out here, y'all, because phone battery.
Right on.
Pittsburgh right up in here. He'll be at Resurrection too. He'll be at Tony Urbanek's show next month. You want to say, hey, what's up to your followers?
What's going on, everybody?
All right, you guys. So I'm going to get out of here, but thank you so much for checking out the Indie Tattoo Expo. And Jason and Kyle, I'm sure I will talk to you guys soon.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for
Thank you
being
very
here.
much, Lauren. Thank you.
Yeah, have a great rest of your Sunday.
Likewise. All right. See, that's what I love about working at shows is it's part of it's the community aspect behind it. And just being able to go through and meet artists that do all kinds of different work, you know, in different styles and different things. It's, you know, to me, it's nothing can beat that.
Yeah.
So what are you working on, Kyle?
I am putting some details on a painting. I'll show you here in just a sec.
Awesome.
So I think I showed you before the digital painting I did of some lava flow and all that. So I took it physical.
Very nice. Oh,
Yeah.
say something real quick so that way I can pin you.
Oh, yes. Testing. Hello, hello. Turning this guy physical, trying to put some red highlights on those rocks to give it a bit of a warm glow going.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice. And what medium is that in? Is that oil or acrylic?
Acrylic.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm working on this half sleeve. I had a guy come in and book an appointment with me the other day, and I'm trying to get a jump on it because I know how nitpicky I'm going to be with it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I'll do this. And then I can do this. Sorry, I'm trying to get picture in pictures set up right. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so I'm working on this. It's Japanese waves that's going to go over onto a chest plate. And while I was up in Canada, talking with Fibs and talking with a lot of other guys that are out there, I got a lot of really good pointers for how to make things a little bit more dynamic as far as contrast goes. So I'm going to be working on that a little bit. Just trying to get some better flow to it and really maximize contrast and really kind of define some more forms and shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not always as easy as people think. And I know myself, I'm probably going to end up doing like 4 or 5 different renditions of this, just trying to get everything just the way I want it to be. And I know that no matter what it ends up looking like, I know the guy's going to be happy with it, which is awesome. But at the same time, you want to make sure that since your name is on it, it's going to have some of your best work to it, not just in execution, but in planning, in going through and really making it, you know, your absolute best quality product.
Right.
So I'll probably go back in with this green. Yeah, I was hoping to actually get Anthony Tex on here today to go through and do some live convention coverage, and do like a convention recap of the Deadly Show, which once again was absolutely incredible. Don't know if they'll be doing the second one. They might be. Don't know for sure, but I hope they do because it was definitely a show to be at.
Nice.
I mean, getting to meet guys like Shane Ford, Damian Robertson, and Clint Danroth, and Marie Tattoo, which if you guys don't know her, she's out of British Columbia, but she is extremely talented. Her style reminds me a lot of Timmy B's like illustrative color work. Very, very smooth, well rendered color transitions, very well balanced, very large scale work. Got to meet with Christina Christie and pick her brain about a few things. That was amazing. But you know, it was one of those shows that you hear about that it's impossible to get a bad tattoo at it.
Right.
You know, every artist that was there was just absolutely incredible. And they were knocking out huge pieces super fast. Matt Caruzon was there. If you don't know who that is, you're probably missing out. Super, super sick illustrative work. Kind of like a border between like neo-traditional Japanese and more traditional American neo-trad. Very, very unique compositions, very unique style of execution.
Interesting.
Yeah, there were a couple of guys there doing tabori, traditional tabori tattoos,
Yeah.
which were absolutely awesome. You know, I'm not usually a crazy fan of tabori, just I like things a little bit more rendered. But I do have a very high level of respect for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Kyle Olson says, good job, Kyle, and killer work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And today is going to be a little bit of a shorter day today. I mean, probably stay on until 2:15 or so, but I always like to give people a heads up about that just because, you know, life.
You mowing the lawn today?
No, it is raining, but I do have a ton of other stuff I have to get done. Believe it or not, I'm still not completely unpacked from this past weekend. I got home crashed because I had to wake up at 2:30 in the morning to actually make my flight back into the US. That was not fun. And of course, the week after I get back, they lift the COVID restrictions, the COVID negative test restrictions to enter the US. So of course, you know, my luck being what it is, it's like, okay, well, of course, the week after I come back, I no longer need that.
Right.
But finding that out, thank you, Fibs, by the way, for letting me know about that. Finding that out cost me a little bit extra money to go out, get a test that was recognized by the CDC in the US, because not all of them were, and get that done, and then have to, you know, basically present proof of the negative test before I was allowed back into the US.
Right.
I was halfway tempted just to tell him, like, oh no, what a shame. You're going to have to detain me because, you know, oh darn, I'm stuck in Canada for another week. What
Hey,
a
well,
shame.
hold on. Don't go that far. They might keep you at the airport.
Well, that, you know, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're very right. And that would not be quite as much fun.
Nah, unless people are going to come visit you.
I mean, I'm sure I could find a job somewhere. I met artists from all over Canada, a couple of guys from Toronto, a couple of guys from Montreal. And by the way, if anyone out there ever gets the chance, go visit Canada, like Western Canada, in either of the provinces. It is absolutely gorgeous out there. Great place to go and escape for a little while, go off the grid, go do your own thing. It's an absolutely wonderful place to go and visit. And everyone's super friendly and nice. Plus, the US dollar is actually it's a pretty nice conversion rate. So just in case anyone's wondering how expensive it is, no matter how expensive you think it is, it's really not that expensive compared to staying somewhere in the US.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
might have
sure.
mentioned it before, but I will be working at the Resurrection Island Tattoo Convention. I believe that's in October. And then Puerto Rico Tattoo Convention in San Juan, Puerto Rico this year. So anyone that wants to come out and visit for that, you are more than welcome to. I think Jake Meeks might be getting a booth there. That would be cool. I know he still had some planning and stuff like that to do, but you know, it's a great time. James Tex will be there. Anthony Tex will be there. You know, it's really going to be a great show with great artists. Very small, very personal. It's not like a massive like villain art show or anything. You know, where it's like 800 booths over, you know, 6 square miles, and You know, there's no possible way you can see the whole thing in one day. Not that, you know, Troy puts on a bad show. They're all very well advertised. And they're some of the most well organized shows I've ever worked at. But sometimes it can be a bit much. It can be a bit overwhelming, especially for people trying to really, you know, have a little bit more of a personal kind of convention setting. It can be a little bit daunting. Now, Kyle, I know you made it out to Hell City this year. Do you have any plans to go to any other shows?
I'm gonna go up to River City. I don't have any plans set on that yet. Just kind of figure it out as it goes. And then besides that, maybe Hell City, Phoenix, but I gotta figure out what my financial situation is looking like by then.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But other than that, no, I'm just staying home on the grind, trying to pay off some credit card debt.
Right on, right on. That's probably what I'm going to be doing for the next few months as well, until I can get a lot of that paid off and then go through and plan my next trip up to Canada.
Nice.
That's the one thing I don't like about getting multi-session pieces done, is that there's always another trip involved.
Yeah, I gotta go down to Florida sometime eventually to get that piece finished from Bruno.
Yeah, and Bruno's such a great guy too.
I love Bruno. He's so amazing.
He is. He's just like a nice dude, you know?
Yeah. I always love getting to talk to him. Full of wisdom too.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and always willing to accept other perspectives and other ways of viewing things too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, he's very open-minded. I did want to share one other thing with everyone. It was an image that I found in my photos folder that was posted by Terry Ribera way back when. Very, very awesome dude. Super, super phenomenal tattooer out of San Diego. He went and did a seminar in Panama. And I was lucky enough to catch a quick screenshot of this because I've always found it very helpful when dealing with curves of the body and waves, even biomech. There are certain formulas and certain patterns that you can look at and follow in order to create depth in a little bit of an easier fashion. And these are some of the sketches that he laid out for his seminar. And you can see here by looking at the Japanese wave, you can see just looking at the direction that things are going, looking at the major branches of the Japanese wave, and then how he's got that counterflow coming right behind it to cross it to create that sense of depth. You know, it almost turns it into a science. And then different ways to get different types of flow and perspective for large scale pieces, you know, dividing the back into thirds vertically and then halves horizontally can really help you lay things out a little bit better. So I did want to share that with everyone today.
That's awesome.
Yeah, sometimes it's just stumbling across little things like that that can really remind you of like, oh yeah, forgot about that little trick. You know, it's I don't know. I've just always found it to be very helpful. I'm a digital pack rat though. You guys probably should not listen to me as far as that's concerned because I save everything. I think I still have like receipts from conventions I worked, you know, 6-7 years ago. Just because, like, why not? You know, just in case I need them.
Right. You never know.
Of course, all that documentation's taking up some serious room on my hard drive, but that's okay. That's why they have backup storage drives, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, if all goes well, I will be getting in touch with a couple of the artists that I met while I was up at the Deadly Show this year. And I would like to get them on to do some interviews with them. Guys like Shane Ford, who does incredible art. I picked up a couple of prints from him while I was at the Deadly Show, a couple of snail prints, which are incredible. I went print happy while I was there.
Yeah, I saw your story post on that.
Yeah, what happens when you hit for $500 on a slot machine at a tattoo convention casino? You buy more prints, right? Even
Yeah,
though,
congrats on the win though.
yeah, thank you, thank you. I almost never win at casinos. I can't say that. I always walk away with at least as much money as I showed up with.
That's good.
And there's a strategy behind that. You know, it's not like I'm going in without a good idea of what I'm doing. But I think there's only ever been one time where I've actually lost money at a casino.
Yeah, I stopped by a casino in Vegas when I was on my way out here to Ohio, and it was like midnight, you know, it was like in Prim, and it was just like barren, empty, only slot machines. And I was like, oh, this is sad. And I spent like $50. I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
Yep. Only walk into a casino with as much money as you are willing to walk away from.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had more too. I was like, yeah, I'll play some blackjack and just go from there. But it was like, oh, there's literally just slot machines. And it's, you know, I was just sitting there like, man, this is so predatory. It's so disgusting.
Yeah. I mean, at that point in time of the night, a lot of the card game tournaments have already started and they're already pretty well in progress. So being able to hop into one of those is going to be pretty hard. A lot of poker tournaments start in like the early evening, like 6-7 o'clock.
Yeah.
So,
well, next time I'll plan better for it.
yeah. Should try to hit up a tattoo convention out in Vegas.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to get like an old used like Winnebago and just like sign up, like drive around the country, meet up with other artists from the Reinventing Network, and you know, go and do like studio visits and interviews and stuff like that. It would take a little bit of, you know, money to be able to afford to take that much time off for work, but
Yeah.
I think it would be a great idea.
Yeah, definitely. A little cross-country road trip.
Absolutely. You know, stop, do some guest spots along the way. You know, that way I'm not completely flat broke by the time I get back. But, you know, that all comes from developing your network of professional peers. You know,
Yeah.
the more people that you meet from different areas of the world, that maybe they do things differently. Maybe they don't, but maybe they do. You know, it's just going to add to your own personal skill set and give you that option to go through and, you know, travel to different places that you've never been and work, make some money, you know, so that way you don't go broke.
Yeah. I was talking with one of the guys from Jeremy Brown's shop yesterday, and he was saying like, you know, like I can just get in my car, grab my dogs, and no matter which direction I go, I've got work. So it all works out.
Absolutely. And when you get to that point where it really doesn't matter where you go, you know, you'll be all right. That to me is a sense of freedom that I don't think a whole lot of people in the world actually have.
Yeah.
A lot of people
just pick up and do your work wherever.
Absolutely. There are a lot of people out there that, you know, feel like they get trapped by an area. Maybe they don't, but maybe they feel like they do, so they just never leave. and they're like, well, what if I can't get a job? And it's like, well, if you're working retail at an art supply store, okay, that may be a bit more tricky. But if you have a job like we do, where we can literally go anywhere at any time and work wherever, uh, it gives you that unlimited sense of freedom that it's just an incredible feeling to have.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I've been debating on whether or not I want to take my friend Mikkel up on his offer to come and work with him for a couple of weeks over in Scotland.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be an absolutely great time. He's like, yeah, dude, come over, stay with me and the family. It'd be a great time. And it's like, so I've got a free place to stay too. Like, why haven't I done this yet? And I think part of the reason why I haven't actually taken him up on that yet is just because I want to save a little bit more money first, and really have enough of a cushion that when I go over, even if I don't make any money while I'm there, which is going to be pretty hard to not do, I'm not going to be worried about
it.
Yeah.
As long as you got your safety net.
Exactly. Well, that, and I have to pay off my last trip to Canada. So.
Right.
And pay for a couple of other booths at a couple of other shows. So, but who knows? Maybe next year I'll actually I'll get invited up to the Deadly show, and I can just have a live stream set up the whole time. Think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, 24/7 live stream from a tattoo convention. Well, I don't know if we could say 24/7.
During the opening hours.
A 12/3 live stream, 12/3, right? 12 hours a day, 3 days out of the week.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, whatever. We'd figure it out. But a constant live stream from this show every day, I think would be absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Just to be able to sit down,
get up and grab it and go.
Yeah. Yeah, just set up some cameras and just let them roll. Maybe recruit a couple of guys to do some interviews. It's a good time either way.
Yeah.
That's not going to work the way I thought.
Are you coming over to River City or no?
When? Rubber City?
Yeah.
That one's in July?
Yeah, at the end of July.
Let me see how much I can get this credit card paid down first. If I can make it, I will. I can't guarantee anything right now, but
yeah. If anything,
definitely,
I might just go for a day. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, because that's out that's not Pittsburgh, that's Indianapolis.
Ohio, Akron,
Ohio. That's right.
Yeah.
That can't be too far away because it only takes me like 8 hours, 9 hours to get out to Columbus.
Yeah, so about the same to get there.
Yeah, I think Columbus for me to drive out to the Red Tree Gallery, I think that was like 8 hours. So it shouldn't be too bad. I could probably it'd probably be a 2-day trip. Drive out there 1 day, spend the night. No, 3-day. Drive out there, spend the night, convention all day, spend the night, come back.
Gotcha. Well, if you do go, let me know and I can see what I'm doing and maybe get you a room situation going.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Splitting a room.
Yeah. We can paint each other's toenails.
Pillow fights. No, I think that would be awesome, especially, and this is part of the reason why I like being part of this this tattoo family, is that, you know, it's like, oh, hey, you're working at this show, cool. Feel like splitting a room? Great, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm new to it all still, so it's like each time I go, it's like I am a part of the community now. Feels great.
You are.
Yeah.
You absolutely 100% are. Don't ever forget that. You know, it doesn't matter where you go or what happens, like, you're in.
Yeah.
You are one of us, no matter what stage you're at.
Yeah. Go just
And if
hanging out
anyone
at the
tells you
convention
different,
helped
you
out.
come and you tell me, and I will have words with whoever it is. Drop some bows. You know, I'm fiercely loyal to all the people in, you know, the multitude of different tattoo families that I'm a part of. You know, and I don't tolerate stuff like that, because at the end of the day, they had to learn from someone.
Right.
You know, how would they like it if, you know, someone came by and treated them like that? And it's like, well, they probably wouldn't. Exactly. So then why do they insist on doing stuff like that to other people? So
Yeah.
there's just no room for negativity in this industry anymore,
That is true.
which is, to me, kind of ironic and funny, because this was an industry that was originally founded on violence and negativity.
Right. And now
Well, I
it's
mean,
done a
not
180.
it not originally founded on it. I mean, it was founded on spiritual practices. You know, in different places of the world, you can find documentation of that. And if you doubt me on that, let me know. I'll send you some literature and some paperwork on that. But, you know, it was originally founded on that. But then in, you know, over the
And modern
past century,
tattooing.
in modern tattooing, modern electric tattooing,
There you go.
it's been nothing but like, this is my job, my industry, and no one's going to take my money away from me. I'm going to be the only guy in a 50-mile radius. And if you want a tattoo, you have to come to me, because I'm going to be the only one around that knows how to do it. You know, but it's getting rid of that kind of mentality that I think I've taken on as like a personal quest in life, because there's no room for it anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've gone from one studio in 50 miles to,
50 studios.
I think the
in 1
last
mile.
time I counted where I lived, there were over 13 studios in a 3-mile radius. 13.
Yeah. Out here in Columbus too, you know, there's up in the hundreds of how many shops are out here. 100, somewhere around there.
Yeah, the last time I heard, San Diego had some of the most densely populated areas of tattoo studios. They had over 250
Oh shit.
within city limits. Then again, keep this in mind. San Diego County is absolutely huge. It's enormous. So, you know, take that for what it is.
Yeah.
But my friends and I actually sat down and figured it out the one day. San Diego County is the equivalent. And if you're from Pennsylvania and you're watching this, you'll understand the size differential here. You can fit all of Philadelphia city, all of the city of Philadelphia, and 2 additional surrounding full counties inside of San Diego County.
I did not know it was that big, and I used to live not too far from there.
It's massive, absolutely massive. Have you ever gotten to the point where, you get asked to draw something that you can draw, but for some reason it's just being difficult sometimes?
Every once in a while, I get that. Yeah. Trying to get the gears turning there.
Yeah, it's like, I know I didn't forget how to draw waves. It's just being elusive today.
Yeah. Oh, can I show you this flower I did? Since you're, I value your opinion on flowers.
I love floral stuff.
Pull it up. I got a bit of work to do on it still. Little lily right there.
Okay. I see where you're going with it. The green shape that's in the forefront.
Yes. That is a feather that's gonna cross over it.
Okay. Good, consistent light source, like the color scheme. I'd make the pistils in the middle of it instead of being like that nice vibrant green.
Mhm.
I think by having the green of the feather, I'd actually move the feather over to the side a little bit more.
Okay.
Because one thing that you're really going to start to see is if you really study like stargazer lilies like that,
Yeah.
most of their action and most of the focus is on the interior, right by those little pistils. That's where you have a lot of the dark pink dots. That's where you have a lot more of the tonal variation. As those petals move back to the inside of the flower, really try to maximize that and show that if you can.
Okay, gotcha.
But other than that, I love the composition.
Thank you.
It's got great flow. It's got great elements to it. I'd like to see a little bit more of those bottom petals on the flower, just because it's going to make it a little bit more visually interesting. If you have to obscure one or two, that's okay, but try not to have anything cross directly in front of it by the center of the flowers. That's going to really kind of confuse the eye.
Okay.
So yeah, always, whenever you're doing flowers, always try to make sure the middle of it is visible, unless it's at a really weird perspective.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. I absolutely love tattooing flowers and will tattoo flowers all day long, every day if I had the chance to. There's something about them. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I like flowers.
Flowers like you.
That's what I thought too, but like all of the flowers I've ever purchased die. Maybe I just don't know how to take care of them right.
Do you change the water? I think that might be a big part of it.
Sometimes, right? I mean, you're supposed to.
I think so. I don't know. I'm not a flowers expert, but I would imagine changing the water because, after a while it gets all murky and gross.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm not a botanist or, a florist by any means. I'm just kind of winging it here. So anyone out there has any advice on floral stuff and how to take care of really nice flowers, please let me know, because I have spent more money on trying to grow roses than I would care to admit.
Yeah, the best thing I can grow is some green onions, and I just throw that in a cup of water and it grows. So
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can grow some plants, but they're not the kind of plants that I actually admit to growing. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I've tried to grow very specific hybrid tea roses for quite some time, and none of them ever take. None of them ever last. Even if I get little like buds, they almost always die shortly after. I think it might be I don't know if it's like how much room I'm giving them to grow, but I don't think they take up too much room. I don't know if it's watering them too much or caring too much about them. But it is what it is. If maybe I'm just not doing something right. I was thinking about trying to grow stargazer lilies, but apparently they're very, very finicky and very, very tricky to grow.
Okay. Yeah, growing stuff is a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah. I tried to, I bought and tried to nurture and grow a bonsai tree before.
Mm,
That failed horribly.
really?
Oh, dude, that thing was dead within a week.
Oh no.
And I was like, I did everything right. It was in a window. It had plenty of natural light. I made sure it only got spritzed once a day. I was very, very conscious of how I was taking care of it. And it did. I don't know. It died quickly.
Strange.
Cool. Well, I'm probably going to get going for the day. I've got one of these waves kind of roughed in, which should give me an okay start. And I think I've got a better idea of what direction I'm going to take it. Because I'll have waves crashing down this way. Like maybe one.
And you said this was for a shoulder, right?
Yeah, this is just the upper arm half sleeve portion
Mm,
of
okay.
it's going to be a full half sleeve into a chest panel.
Right.
And I've got a picture of the actual chest panel that I'm going to lay out separately and then just kind of like draw little bits to connect it. Maybe draw like another little wave coming up over here, crashing down onto the chest panel, connecting over here, and then kind of draw some other wave lines coming down from there. I'll draw a couple of wave lines coming up this way to show a little bit more flow, since I've got all of these guys crashing around the other side. So, and then that way everything will end up being a nice cohesive piece. This would come down and ideally curl back around in almost an S fashion, or I could have it and just kind of bring it all the way up and around, which I think would actually look a little bit better on the chest panel, considering what it has to go around. So, but stay tuned, everyone, and stay updated. And I will keep you updated on how that goes.
Yeah, it looks great so far.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Kyle, why don't you go ahead and give us a quick little sign off, and we'll wrap up for the day.
Sure. You can find me online, Instagram, Skies of Fire Tattoo, and also on the Tattoo Collecting 101 podcast on Thursdays, 6 p.m.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. My name is Jason Leeser. Thank you guys for watching the episode today here on the Reinventing the Tattoo Network. This has been a skill building Sunday drawing group where we had a little bit of convention coverage with Lauren Gregory. Yeah, stay tuned. Hope you guys tune in next week. Who knows, might have a couple of special events coming up if I can coordinate them correctly. But until next week, take care, everyone. Be safe and keep those hands busy.
Later.